Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. So we got the global part 3 celebration info, and I mean, the part 3 of the 9th anniversary is already kind of like, one of the better like content drops in the game's history. And again, for global, it's even superior because they're grabbing a bunch of the Tanabata stuff and putting it in here, right? So this looks really good for global. I'm not sure where Tanabata has a lot of content. I'm not sure where all of it is going to fall in, but like this is a nice step, and I mean, it works perfectly at the end of the 9th anniversary where, UI and Vegeta, two gods of the game, and now we're going to add the other Tanabata LR EZAs, which is really good. So, all right, let's jump in. Let's take a look at what we got here. Again, this is one of the better content drops in Dokkan history. It may even be number 1. This is why, maybe this is why it's like, dude, this 9th anniversary it seems untouchable, right? Like, I'm sure the 10th anniversary or something like that we'll be able to, but we'll see. So, this is what Rick is talking about right here. So, Ultimate Battle, this is interesting. An update at a later date. Now, we know Global is going to go right into Topo. We know that Topo is coming because we saw the leak in the App Store. That's what this was right here. The App Store leaked them. I think Topo is going to drop around the 12th or 9th. It's going to be one of those 2 days, either this Monday or this Friday. So we'll see. I don't know about UI and Jiren. Are they going to just try and slide them in? At some point? Because keep in mind, right? So Global just, very closely just got, Beast and the Gammas. So then, Topo is going to come out. And then there's essentially a dual Dokkan Fest, like the 30th or the 29th or something like that. There's going to be a dual Dokkan Fest. So it's like, that's why it's so ridiculous. Global definitely should have put Tanabata in June. Because to have a Dokkan Fest LR and a Carnival LR in Limbo is just, It seems difficult to predict where they're going to slide it in. So we have celebration missions right there, part 3. A bunch of ticket missions. Zenny campaign for all the different EZAs they've done. The Supreme Magnificent Battle ticket summons become available. The final 2 stages are going to be dropping to this, which we'll get to. So, global players, you guys will be able to use your Rainbow Tons of Thanks tickets to summon for one of the 4 LR banners. You can pick whichever one you want, and you get a 77 unit multi. Just crazy, right? So, Beast Gohan is definitely the best of the 4, and probably the smartest to go for. Now, I will say this, no matter, anything I say about Broly or anything anyone says about Broly, I think in terms of value, Broly is the number 2 character to walk out of here with, then Gogeta, and then the Gamma's way distant last. Beast and Broly with elite Dokkan Fest leader skills are the go-tos. I probably will do a video. We'll drop a video going over who I think, like, in depth. But, again, I would say Beast priority 1, Broly priority 2, then Gogeta, and then way, way, way down as the Gammas. Gammas are good, but they're just not... They don't have what these 3 have got, right? So there's that. So, again, this is... I don't want to dip into the Global versus JP nonsense in this video, because this is just a very... exciting, like everything just seems to have worked out really good for Global. So let's just focus on the fact that it's a Global W. But we get the 9th anniversary special friend summon right here. So you can use your friend summon points to get Kais and various things. Remember, this has never come to JP before. This is a Global exclusive thing. This is good. In the past, we've said like, oh, be careful about using your friend points because they might add something to the banner. But Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 came out in 2018, 6 years ago. I've told the story a couple of times. I was summoning for Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. It was when I was playing, I wasn't playing. I was watching, it was like Gamescom or something like that footage of Resident Evil 2, right, when that was coming out, right? So Resident Evil 2, remember, this is what? January of 2019. And then in August of 2018, I was watching like con footage of Resident Evil 2, very excited, right? That is how freaking long ago it's been since they updated this banner with anything besides these kind of special friend summons, which Global tends to get during the anniversaries, right? So, I think global players, whatever, you just blow your load, throw the friend points into it, you know, get yourself Kai's, statues, or whatever it is that you might try and get. Go for that. Oh, whoops, I clicked that. Okay, then then we got these boys. Again, so, I mean, keep in mind, JP, right, for the last 6 months, I mean, these guys have been essentially like 2 and 3, or, you know, maybe we could kind of consider them like 4 at points or whatever with Cell Max, but no restrictions. It's mega important to just come out the gate and be unstoppable, untouchable, invincible, dominating the fight, which both Vegeta and UI Goku do. Vegeta and UI Goku basically can't be killed turn 1, which means, remember, Dokkan is intentionally, I know people are going to be still upset with it moving forward and stuff like that of, oh my god, I hate opening rotation RNG and stuff like that. Like, that's going to be a huge thing. But understand, Dokkan seemingly is pushing that. They want the opening rotation RNG, I think, to be an issue, right? With the way they're giving characters these abilities that aren't start of turn, aren't start of battle, but are start of turn instead. So characters like UI and Vegeta, where Vegeta has 50% damage reduction with guard the second he shows up, and Goku has 100% dodge the first turn that he shows up, that is huge, right? Huge. To just be able to, you know, you guys know, global players, you guys are, you know, fighting Trunks. That lock at the start of it is so nasty. UI Goku starts in slot 7, Vegeta starts in slot 7, Trunks locks him, and Trunks can't do shit to them, right? Like, these guys are so good. They build up, they have revives. I feel like I want to say Vegeta has the best revive in the game, but I tend to get UI Goku's more often. It's just HP is never consistent, but being hit 5 times I find rather difficult as well. But if you run both Vegeta and Goku on the team, you have the potential for easy A's at basically all times. Like, it's just so good. So there's that. There's going to be the Jiren burst mode. There's a burst mode as well. New stages and easy A's come for the first form Frieza right here, as well as Sleepy Pajamas Beerus. On top of that, there will be new stages, which are right here. Yep, perfect, okay. So these are the easy A's for Pajamas Beerus and first form Frieza. Then new stages get added to the events for the Frieza's Ambition. And I don't know... Yeah, it's down here. It's a little later. Okay. So I wonder if it's this is what happened on JP too, but on JP the reason that this was a little bit later, apparently there was some issue or something like that, but yeah, it's the same thing. It's coming a little bit later. Okay. So there's going to be new stages for both whatchamacallit. There's going to be new stages, you know, so you can grind exclusive equips. For Frieza, the equips are good. I mean, Sleepy Beerus, you kind of just want him 100% dodge. Nothing does anything on him except for just dodge, unfortunately. New items are going to be added to this event, so you can grind up these water bottles. This includes pretty solid equips for a lot of the older superhero characters, like Gamma 1 in particular. They're good because it's like defense plus, you know, additional or defense plus crit and stuff like that. But, you know, having the raw defense in some of these characters can be good. The only thing is that Gamma 1 is now, especially in the most recent batch of fights from Tanabata, Gamma 1, he just gets crushed so fast. Like, these characters have to get hit to build up, like Gamma 1 and Orange Piccolo. It's up until, like, this point, they were fine, but now they're starting to take so much damage turn 1, Gamma 1 and Orange Piccolo, that now it's like their fall off is, like, really beginning. So, it's like, that's one thing that hurts the Gammas a little, too, the LR Gammas, is that Gamma 1, I've used him a little in the new fights, and he just gets walloped, man. Gamma 1, so it's unfortunate, but I mean, Gamma 1 is about to be 2 years old. Characters do not last as long as Gamma 1 has, right? Like, it's very, very rare. So there's that. Then you get the 9th anniversary battle stage. This is where you can get the exclusive equips for Beast Gohan and Broly. Both could be good. I would recommend Beast Gohan's equips because there now are fights. I mean, you know, Beast can be touched. It's very difficult for it to happen, but you can have Beast Gohan take a lot of damage. It's not very common. I would recommend getting him a little bit of extra raw defense, though, because I have had some runs where Beast Gohan has gotten killed by the Goku and Frieza boss. And I know some people might say, well, oh, it's only one boss, but the next fights that come are going to be above that boss, right? That's how it works. So once shit starts happening, like, it's just, you know, you guys get it. We're in a gacha game, yeah. It's one stage, you go down one path, you fight Broly, one path, you fight Beast Gohan. To get the exclusive equip, so is good. I mean, certainly this is really good for free-to-play players or players who don't have a lot of stamina to grind on, like, Whis event, or, you know, didn't really care to learn Chain Battle. Chain Battle is actually rather free-to-play friendly, but people didn't want to learn it. It's fine. You can get really good equips for your characters just from this event, which is good. The last two stages of this Supreme Magnificent Battle come out. Still relatively challenging stages, even on JP, against Blue Gogeta and Beast Gohan. There are numerous missions for both stages, right? So, you know, you're going to need a lot of characters. In particular, I did have a lot of trouble. Are these here? No, those are UI Goku and them. I guess we could just go to the event. Here, I'll pause. Alright, guys, so we have many missions coming. So Stage 7 and Stage 8, you clear them once, you get stones and tickets. You'll get the very good Gamma 2 Death support memory, which buffs Superhero, one of the better ones in the game. You have to beat Gogeta with full super bosses, which is challenging. A lot of it can be RNG, though, because that end of the Blue Gogeta phase at the end is huge RNG. You'll never get the same result 2 times in a row fighting that Blue Gogeta. He's very random. It's just how the fight works. But full super boss is tough. Rose does help a little bit, but, I mean, he's obviously not very good towards the end of the fight, typically. I mean, I guess you could have, you know, again, good luck and stuff like that, but this is definitely, I think, a challenging mission right there. This one is not powerful comeback. Literally, you just run double Evolution Blue Vegeta, powerful comeback leader. It's a joke. I mean, Vegeta is him. UI Goku is him. Like, so that one's not really going to be too bad, I don't think. Then this is the Beast Gohan stage. Hybrid Saiyan shouldn't be too bad. Obviously, Beast Gohan can carry you. Even if you don't have him, you could use a friend Beast Gohan, right? This was, okay, if we just count the day things come out, this is one of the maybe top 5 or top 10 hardest missions in Dokkan history. But it was a very, very small window. Within a couple of days, JP got LR Buhan, who helped significantly. And then obviously since we've gotten so many options, I mean, even sub EZAs like Android 16 and Cell Jr. would help in here. Then of course there's, you know, all of the Majin Buu characters. This really shouldn't be too bad for global players to get this mission done. And again, this is one of the hardest missions day one that we've ever had. But now we've gotten a lot of buffs, because that's what they do intentionally. They'll drop missions that are really tough like this, and then they will release summonable options you could, you know, potentially spend money for summon to beat the mission. That's obviously, like, the way they're thinking, right? But with the Majin Buu characters, this shouldn't be too bad. Like, Exchange Buu works really well in here, for example. Then we have, this is the Beast Gohan fight still. Use a full extreme team. Now, you guys have heard me for a month straight tell global players, get Broly, get Broly, get Broly, get Broly, get Broly. This is one of the big things I'm thinking of. So you need to do a full extreme team against Beast Gohan. Extreme AGL, Extreme Tech, Extreme SCR, Extreme Physical. But you can use Beast Gohan. You could run double Broly, fill out your extreme lineup right there, and then you have one extra character, you run Beast Gohan, boom. It works. You are allowed to do that. So, and that's Broly's godly leader skill. Top 3, top 5 leader skill in the game allows you to get away with shenanigans like that, right? So there you go. You've got that. And then beat Beast Gohan within 12 turns. Not really too bad, but this is a fight that can drag on because he does have a damage check threshold. You have to do over 3 million damage to Beast, or you do 0. All right. So again, ton of content. So there's that. Just stages and stuff returning, stuff, blah, 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 blah. This is one of these end of anniversary or worldwide download celebration kind of events. Usually gets some decent rewards, a decent link leveling rate. We have Red Zone Movie Boss Rush comes, which gives you the buffed Kakarot support memory for Movie Hero characters. There's a couple of missions using Movie Hero and Movie Boss's characters as well. This is the longest fight, difficult fight in the game currently. That's kind of like, you know, I guess kind of like the highest level of difficulty or whatever. Definitely a challenging fight right there. But that's, you know, even more content. Then there's the Sal Max fight. In my opinion, this is going to be the hardest fight on Global. It is true that you can debuff Cell Max. You know, you get to turn 4, you could seal them. You get to turn 7, you could stun them. These things are true. But I feel like you guys are going to see the pressure Cell Max puts out instantly is very tough to deal with. Even if you can eventually begin to debuff him. The debuffs are cool, like attack debuff is nice, but when he supers a not elite character, you lose anyway, right? So, Cell Max is tough. This is kind of, the special thank you gift is just in here, which is interesting. This right here, this is like the EX part. So the answer of what the EX part on Global is, it is something, but it's these. I don't want to do a victory. Here's the thing. People are just looking to argue with me at all times, right? So, I do need to get into these points where when something happens where I'm, like, correct, I do need to address this. Like, I don't really tend to hover on my W's a lot. I'm thinking I might have to start, though, because a lot of y'all are very frisky. Now, here's the thing. The EX part is not, like, some gigantic... Like, you know, a lot of people were thinking, like, oh, dude, like, Global could get, like, Cell Max, or they get this. The EX part is not, like, a huge extra week long of the celebration. It's, like, just a little last gasp thing that happens. When these three... So these are Tanabata EZAs. These are coming to Global. Huge W. But they'll be in the data download, presumably, with Topo. Topo will be there as well, which is what I've been saying, that... The EX part has the next Dokkan Fest in it, right? Like, the several times we've seen an EX part actually happen, it's always had the next Dokkan Fest in it. The 7th anniversary on JP had an EX part where it had LR Goku Jr., Vegeta Jr., LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku EZA, and LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta EZA, and it was in the same download as Captain Ginyu. Right, we saw the same thing this year, where STR Vegito and Buhan were the EX part for JP's 9th anniversary, and it was in the data download with First Form Frieza. So this is the EX part right here, although this is a major W. Team Universe 7 and 17 and Golden Frieza, these are top 10 LRs in the game, I think. They are so good. They're so consistent, so powerful, so safe. This is kind of what I've got right here. Oh, I could mention one other thing. So a lot of people were like, oh my god, I can't believe I had Ultimate Gohan right here. Oh my god, I can't believe you have Ultimate Gohan right there. But if you look, again, people just, they look to criticize me first without using a shred of fucking logic ever. The point I'm making here, this tier is like 10 units long, right? So, like, we have Broly here, and then, like, Orange Piccolo, Blue Cow King Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta, the Gammas, Buhan, like, STR Vegito, and then Ultimate Gohan. I legitimately think this line right here is, like, 10 characters long. If you match it up, it makes sense. But, again, people, listen, y'all gotta calm down, or else I'm gonna get more aggressive with my... guess what? Dodge is what you need to put on these characters. Like, I'm taking it up a notch, man. I'm ready. I'm battle tested. Okay? But this is a global W, by the way. This is really good. These guys are so elite. This unit has no restrictions. You just toss them anywhere. They're God. This character is just mega elite. You do need to be running a mostly rep of Universe 7 team. You could easily do that, though. Well, I guess they're not on superheroes, the only thing. Yeah, that's not a superhero character. Neither of these are superhero, because Freeze is a part of them. And obviously, Jiren is super bosses. Jiren, I am not high on Jiren. Jiren is very mid. Jiren's restrictions, not like character or category, but just like, because he is hurt a lot by the start of battle, start of turn nonsense that kills him. It's just, he needs to get hit. An average performance by Jiren is just really shitty. Jiren has a good, like juiced up turn, like gassed up, perfect RNG. Jiren looks pretty impressive when he's fully maxed out, but when you're just doing these fights, you're not going to see that from Jiren. So Jiren is just way below these two, unfortunately. Which sucks, because he's the Super Bosses one. Super Bosses needs it so bad. But to be fair, these are not superhero characters either. None of these three are superheroes, so that's big to keep in mind. Another thing I do want to point out right here. So, I'm just telling y'all, if Super EZA Kid Goku drops, I'm doing a victory lap video. Be prepared. I'm forewarning y'all right now. It's dropping. This is here to show 17 and Golden Frieza EZA'd. Everyone is like, oh, 17 is there, 17 is there. He doesn't fucking matter. It's this character EZA'd. This character EZA'd. They're right there. So that's why this is here. It's to get the Easy A characters, right? We'll see on the JP side of things. Again, keep testing me. I'm fighting back. All right, and that covers basically everything. Huge content drop. And then, yeah, that's the new stages for Pajamas Beerus. So this is huge. 9th anniversary, the best celebration in Dokkan history by far. And, of course, no shock, the global anniversary is 50 times better. Amazing Part 1 global exclusive discounts, which are the best ever. The Part 2 discounts for Beast, JP's never had. Those would be better than anything JP's ever had. We got the Friend Summon stuff added. There's more rainbow tickets, more stones added, more tickets added, and the EX part stuff as well. So the global 9th anniversary just seems invincible, untouchable, undeniable. It would be so hard for the 10th anniversary to pass this, man. There's so much. Missions, fights, great characters, rewards. Like, the global 9th anniversary, I just don't see how they could pass it, man. It's too good. So, we will see. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys next time.